Baby, listen, the Southern District of New York, the prosecutors are bracing for Diddy's new trick. They think through jury, Diddy is going to either get this trial delayed or either moved to another venue. And all I got to say is, baby, not on our watch. The Southern District of New York is calling for all potential jurors to be 100% honest about when they're filling out these questionnaires, and we'll get to that in a second, who they are, what they know, and anything. They don't want to give Diddy an ounce to stand on. Now listen, baby, you know this is going to be the Super Bowl. We are going to be covering in this trial left, right, up, down. Make sure you join us. It's going to be live city. However, I do want to point out that a lot of people don't really understand how jury selection in Southern District of New York work, okay? Let's get into this, and I'm also going to drop tea on what prosecutors are looking for, and I'm also going to drop tea about what people say Diddy's team is actually looking to happen. Spoiler alert, it's not going to work, but let's get into this, right? Now, first, how jury selection usually goes in Southern District. Okay, you guys, listen, it starts with a random pool of people. Okay, they pull it from voter registrations or DMV or anything of that purpose. Now, this is important to know because it's not like they just take 15 or 12 people and say, okay, done. They're on high profile trials. You can expect anywhere between 300 to 500 people to have to be called in. That's right. In major cases like Diddy, and make no mistake, they're looking at this to be a major case. This is going to be, I think, on the 26th floor where the huge courtroom is. It's going to be huge. And they're even going to have a press overflow room. So the court is going to summon between 300 to 500 people to build a fair jury trial. Now, these people, they're not going to show up all at once. They come in like waves, or as the prosecutors like to call them, panels, maybe at 50 to 100 at a time. Now, you might be asking, why so many? Well, a lot of people are going to be excused immediately for scheduling conflicts, hardship, language barriers. Now, I do want to point out that is in normal trials when nobody cares if Mrs. Krabappel stole a mincemeat pie off of Miss Sally's window. However, every juror I would think that is called is going to want to be on this because, baby, here's the thing. If you are a Diddy juror, this is big money. Most of the jurors end up writing books, especially if Diddy is found not guilty. If Diddy is found not guilty, I don't think that's going to happen, but if he is, the jurors can make their fortune by writing tell-alls. At the very least, each juror can make a nice little chunk of change after the trial's over by giving interviews about what they saw, what they heard, why they decided it. This is huge, okay? So, they expect a lot of people to want to be on Diddy's jury. Now, others are going to be the